Like, yo, give me a 16. I'm saying, let me get a 16, Slim. Let me get a feature, Slim. Let me get a beat, Slim. Always sit up, he trying to hit something. Hit it. The antennas to lay it down so it ain't even moving. Matter of fact, put in a position where they didn't even have a chance to even retaliate. Talk to them. Unhand us, remember they don't stand up. They be talking damn, they don't stand up. Hit him with a mile away, he won't man up. If he talking bladder to go and going lamb up. Damn. They won't stand up. Why? Guarantee you won't stand up. Why? Yeah, he won't man up. Flash off like blanks from light speed. Going back and forth like flash going years. Like metaphor be going so fit. And I'm off the top and third wind to spin the eye gifted. I know I get the high and twisted. My mind be going different angles. They be playing the devil with the angels. Hitting the boy with a quick whip. Send the creator, they won't get that. First class ticket, I'm talking that bent. Smack him and hit him in on that mouth. He be watching the talking the words that recognize, and they never be coming off and recognized. And he be applying for the genocide. Got the haters in your town and then we gonna ride. In the back, in the lack, in the seat, and the gap, where is that? True facts. And they come round, they don't want no smoke. Where that? They be like, yo, give me a 16. I'm saying, let me get a 16, Slim. Let me get a feature, Slim. Let me get a beat, Slim. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell them, take this salt right here and sprinkle up on it. When you sprinkle, look, when, yeah, look, when you sprinkle, look, Skippy. What y'all thinking, man? Know what I'm saying? We got a Discord integrated. Know what I'm saying? Discord integrated running off of the Insanius. Right? I ain't really even came up with a name for it just yet, know what I'm saying? Right? Something. I was thinking mind frame or something. Right? It's been taking about 40 terabytes to make the engine. Right, that was the crucial part. Having our own engine, now we can do whatever we want with our engine. Right, we got the video software. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all need y'all video scrubbed, you need a video generated, you know what I'm saying, to go with your music and stuff, hit us up, man. We that one-stop shop now, man. I told you. You give us time, we put our mind to it, we do it, man. We do it, man. We do it, man. We gotta get to Cali. Right. Sexy little thing, she dropped here early. She for Cali. Right, we trying to get over to Cali. Right, I told her I'm gonna take her out on a date. Uh-huh. I'll pay for the meal, make sure I get dessert. Trust and believe, yes indeed. Hey, and all you other ladies around the world, trust and believe. Right, and these projects hit that threshold, boy. We pulling up. Like, yeah. So send your man out the crib and shit when we show up, know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be kind of odd and shit, you know. All right, I can't play the gay friend coming the visit. That ain't in my character list. I'ma tell him, hey, I'm here. You know why I'm here. If I'm here, then you know I'm piping something up. You damn Skippy. Yeah. What's going on with y'all folks, man? Oh, we ain't got the cam on. Hold on. What's good with y'all folks, man? Know what I'm saying? Let's move me over here to the side. Know what I'm saying? I don't need to be in the main centerpiece of what we got jumping off over here. Know what I'm saying? Right. There we go. What y'all thinking so far, man? You know, brainchild idea right here. I got about a good 16 hours in on this one right here. Nice little tower defense that we had showed y'all previously. We had repurposed the code and came up and said, oh, well, why don't we make a tower defense to where you can use the towers almost as sort of building platforms, as you see on the side right there. We got sticky towers and we got ladders. So ladders you can see inside here. So we'll give them a lot of action demo. You know, these are also towers, so you see we're clearly moving our guy. We're the blue guy right here jumping around, you know, just all happy and enjoying, you know. We ain't got the sprites just loaded in just yet. Just showcasing the background, some of the background levels that we got. You know, we got full Discord integration. Yeah. Got it real nice secure on there. Yeah. That's the one thing right there with security, you know. So we put that in mind right there from the get go of it. Built security inside of our engine, and then started, you know, making our stuff. Yeah, y'all remember some of this picture right here from the streams? Yeah. Figure why not have it as a stage? You know what I'm saying? Nice little stage as you move around. You see the world moves around with you. You know what I'm saying? You're making more lifelike. And then you see the towers. We're right now currently standing on the rope tower, the ladder tower. I'm saying we can come over here, and then on the sides, you know, you got sticky towers. So then they got platforms so you can jump up. I'm saying the ladders are mainly for interconnecting, making little bridges and stuff. So you can see how the little graphics start coming in. We got tons of crazy money right now, so we could build basically the whole screen radius to where anything that comes in just get wiped. Now as it goes on and progresses, we have wave system in there. We have the GBA coin that we introduced inside the game. It'd be like our main little currency, you know what I'm saying, across multiple projects that we release out. You know what I'm saying, inside like mainly Discord, and then we'll probably move to itch.io and stuff as it goes on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it basically be like Slim's Mind Frame Arcade, you know what I'm saying? So like all kinds of things I think are like fun, and then hey, simple constructs like this, like right. It took me about a good couple hours to figure out a strategy for this. Even for me being the developer of it and then playing it as I'm building it. Right. It took me a couple hours to come up with a good surefire strategy for starting off for like the initial like 15 waves. We even put it in to where, we got it to where we got another mode where you start off with no money. We do the courtesy of here, at least starting you off with 100 coins so you have an option of 5 different towers to choose from. With your red block being your faster gun, but less impact. Your blue being sort of like your mid-level gun. It doesn't shoot as fast, but it hits harder than a normal gun, but at a lesser rate. Then you got the tower gun, know what I'm saying, where that hits way less, but hits real hard. Know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and then you can basically build your little bases and stuff in the back. Right now, this is the test as it goes on. We're going to implement a system to where your fundamental blocks. So if you build up a big dominion or kingdom, your bottom blocks are at risk. So if enemies come through and you don't clear it, your tower will take damage and collapse your whole structure and every part that's linked to it. Now, if you got secondary links, then they ain't gonna collapse the whole thing because you have that one fundamental thing. But then we also have a tip system that we're putting in to where they'll actually tilt your structure, so you'll have gravity working against you also. Right, it'll be like some kind of HUD indication, like your tower has remaining, unless you restore that fraction. Yeah. Oh man, I'm putting all kinds of systems inside this thing. Proprietary tech, man. Proprietary tech. I'm telling you, you got to have stuff like this nowadays. Cause everything is about that remix of a remix of a remix. So it's like, right? So it's like come out with some original and then just remix and remix, but try not to bite off anybody else's rights and stuff when you do your remix on it. Right. Hey, I went along like the 5 genre type games that I see that are successful right now. Idle, auto battle animations, either storyline or visual driven, or familiarization or escape or recognition. Right, so if you recognize something, you're more likely to flock to it. I give you the image on here, and you're like, "Oh snap, we're playing inside GBA Radio inside the office room." Right. All right, all right, all right. See, they get it. Some of you get it. Some of you get it. Yeah, familiarity. Right. I know. See, we got about 400 and something strong right now. So man, imagine how fast we're gonna grow when we drop the first game, and when we drop the second game. Who knows? I got. I just told you in a 5 year plan that we were going to drop a whole bunch, right? So some are going to be, you know, for the free community, and then they'll drive to get the bigger ones and all those off the ground, right? The main project, the final goal is like that game going to cost about like 1.6 mil. Yeah, I did the math on it. I would hate that to put the bill on that by myself. Whoo, boy. Right. You talking about like some 28 years that bang. You talking about 28 years to go in debt to get something off, but if it pops, man, you talking about 28 years versus like 9 months of like poverty. I would take the 9 months on the chance that it does pop in it. Right. But I want mad people involved in that shit when it pops. Right. See. Oh man, hey, they always say if the game is failing on sales, this shit, throw a little sex on it and shit. Couple little chicks on there and shit with some bust and some ass and shit. Right. They're gonna be sitting right there peeping her out the whole time, right? Make her do some kind of jiggle and shit. Oh yeah, you gonna be with it. I play some games right now that they don't really do shit for me. It's just the challenge of the game, but shit, the models on there are damn near like fucking registered almost borderline pornographic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, right, they put her in a slight little pose with a robe and shit where the wind just goes by and just moves a little tail right there and shit, you know. I ain't saying that she a furry, but you know, like the cloth tail or Shaolin shit, right? It just breezes by and shit just pops up just a slight bit, right? As the mystery. Right. Hey man, shit, I make a profit off of hacking some of them you might well call them like porn games, you know? A-rated games, dog games. Shit, man. You know how lucrative them shits is. You know how much somebody will pay to have a mod that takes the clothes off a chick in a game and shit? I had one dude, he paid me like 300 and shit for Street Fighter 6. Right, make a new mod and shit. Fuck it. I got that motherfucking money. Oh yeah, I got that motherfucking bread. Shit, that shit came right at the right time too. Shit. I took that shit when I with the homies to the strip club. I said, shit, we about to go buy some pussy this weekend. My man like, man, I ain't doing that shit. I said, shit. We gotta pay to get inside that motherfucker. You pay for a dance and shit. When she get to the room, shit, she trying to freak the fuck off. Hell yeah, she been sizing you up the whole time, grinding and shit. Yeah, it's been a while since she been touched. I don't know where y'all at, shit. I know the clothes around here. You got the right spot, shit. You coming out. Hey, you get damn right. Hey, yo, shout out Miss Ling Ling, man. Miss Ling Ling, man. They hit her ass with 127 counts of fucking solicitation and international transportation and prostitution. Yeah, man. She had like the 17 Thai spas around here and shit, man. Across three states and shit, man. Right, they cracked down on her, man. I'm telling you, some of the best massages ever. Y'all never get to experience this shit, boy. Sheesh. I tell you one thing. They tell you a rumor that Japanese women that they shit is different and shit, that it's sideways and shit. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's just more shallower and shit. Right. For some reason, it's more shallow, but yeah, it got more room just to invite you in. Right. I don't know how. Oh, right. You be sitting there like you killing her and shit, know what I'm saying? And she just sitting there looking like she wants even more and shit. Like, what? Right. Hey, man, I told you I've been over there. I've been over there. Was a little gigolo for a couple years when I was backpacking. Yeah, I lived the life of a gigolo. Done had some women pay me and shit. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing like it, man. That's when they really show their appreciation, man. You go overseas and shit, man. These women, they spend all this money on you and shit, man. Whoo, I'm telling you, make you feel like a fucking pimp. Right. Had a little Japanese shorty, you know what I'm saying? I was with her like what 6 months and shit. Man, she was talking about she wanted a baby and shit like fourth day dating and shit. She talking about she wanted a baby and shit. Bro, I met by like 2 weeks. I already met the family and shit. You know, I got invited to the meal and shit. Sitting there, you all dressed up. You know what I'm saying? Sitting down, all proper like and shit. Right? I'm all fucked up. Alright, I was fucked up. Whatever kind of drink they had, they were passing around the table. Boy, that shit hit good. It hit good. I was in there fucked up. Then they had some fucking chicken and shit, man. Whoo, man. They must have knew niggas love chicken and shit, man. They love chicken too. I felt kind of ashamed that when I was eating my chicken and shit, you know, I wasn't eating my chicken like they were eating their chicken, right? They were just going in, just like, right. They were showing me that there were some true niggas. Right. There were some true niggas right there, you know what I'm saying? They were scarfing it down like they ain't never ate in a couple days and shit. Hey, the spread with Majestic and shit, hey man, I don't know what it is over there, bro. They just do their food something different. Every meal is just like a whole tray and shit. You feel me? Right over here, I don't know what it is. Right, I ain't seen like the table of food since like my mom was living and shit. You feel me? Right, that's when I seen the table actually like full. Besides holidays, this shit. Right, where you got that whole fucking spread where that shit just takes up the main table, that you got the additional table on the side, and then you got a table on the wall and shit that ain't even the table. That motherfucker like the goddamn fucking deep freezer, and it's like 2, 3 deep freezers, and the food is spread out all over that shit, right, dog? You talking about walk inside the kitchen and shit, the table and stuff is moved into the living room, and you walking around, that bitch is motherfucking set up round robin buffet style. Start here and work your way ass around. Come over, come right where the washing thing is. Cut back up, hit right by the fridge. Hit the little counter and shit. Come back around, hit the other little counter and shit and tables. Man, shit. Right, where the women like that at, man? Give it up for them, man. Where the women at like that, man? They know how to put down that food spread for a man. Right, for his family and shit. Basically, you might well say the whole family and shit, right? Ain't that why women looking for a man and shit? They want the family factor and shit. I tell them straight up, yo. You know what I'm saying? We can have us a good life and shit. You ain't never gonna get no kid from me and shit, but I'll fuck the shit out of you silly and shit. I'll be the one to put you down and shit when you feeling too high. I'll be the one to lift you up when you feeling down and shit. I'll be the one to keep it real with you. When you acting like a bitch, I'm gonna call you straight like that. You know what I'm saying? When you might be right and shit, I'm just not gonna say shit to you. Right. Let you go ahead and get your little rant and shit in because you were right. Right. I hate being fucking right. That's the worst thing ever. A woman tell you, oh, why you always right and shit? And it's like, bitch, why didn't you already know what you were gonna do was gonna result in what it did and shit, and you didn't think it through and shit. I obviously did, because I told you beforehand what you were about to do was going to be stupid and idiotic, and you proceeded and did it anyway and shit. So it was like, the fuck, my words just fell on hollow shit. I just wasted my voice. So most of the time, you just look and be like, fuck it, do you? You want to go out with your friends and shit and have some drinks and shit, and you know that you don't know how to handle your alcohol and get locked the fuck up? Don't hit my phone when you need somebody to come pick you up and bail you the fuck out of this shit. I'm gonna tell you, yo, you put your ass there, you find a way to get your ass the fuck out. Straight like that. Right, I had my fiance try that shit and shit, you know what I'm saying, without with her friends. Bitch drove the car. Right. Got beefing with the people that she drove up there with. You know what I'm saying? They tried to run over the dude who car it was that was inside the store. Got inside the man car and shit and revved that bitch up, rode around the parking lot. Still had the gas pump inside the bitch, pumping. So the gas is still leaking on the road and shit. And she goes around and shit smoking a cigarette. And runs that fucking car straight inside the fucking front of the Royal Farms and shit. Trying to hit this fucking dude. Then she sees some chick after she crashed in the store. She gets out of shit. She sees some chick that I guess used to be her friend or some shit. And she go running for this chick, all fucking fucked up and shit. Got a piece of glass shard in her arm and shit. Go running at this chick and shit. What gets me is like, yo, they said the police was already there. The police was across the street at the courthouse. Right, they sat there and they watching this shit transpire. I'm like, what the fuck? Right, they didn't act until they seen her light a cigarette and walk up talking about she gonna blow the whole place up and shit. That's when they pulled guns on her and shit. I said, what the fuck, man? What's crazy is that they were trying to release her ass that night. I'm like, how the fuck you just do some fucking whole mental ass shit and they trying to release you the same day and shit? What the fuck? That made no sense, bro. That made no sense. Delaware though. Right, she was from Delaware and shit, so Delaware, their laws is fucking ass backwards and shit. Right. Don't believe so? Shit. You know how most of these business do and shit? That's mainly like most of our city is like businesses owned by foreigners and shit, know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong against them and shit. They have some hard working people, you know. But yo, it's mainly owned by foreigners. You know how they do it? They go right next door. Cause we're right here, close to the Delaware state line and shit, know what I'm saying? They'll go over to Delaware to the tax free side, buy shit in bulk from like Walmart, Sam's Club, smoke outlets and shit. Stock up, bring that shit back over to Maryland. All their business licenses are all from Delaware. So now they can still have the advantage of selling Delaware products here in Maryland. They just have to kick out a little extra for the tax. But shit, they don't give a fuck. You go in there, you go buy a pack of cigarettes. Look at the bitch at the bottom. You see the Delaware cellophane being sold in Maryland and shit. They don't give two shits. Hell no, they don't give shits. How I know? Cause shit, you know, the fucking tax code, that shit been making me bread all these fucking years. Right, that's why I said, man, you need to know shit. Right. Fuck his taxes for, right. I put in a 1099 end of the year and shit. I get back shit. Right, that's how taxes work. Right, what you claiming off of? I put meals, I put time, I put the production and all that in. Right. I put in enough time on that motherfucker where it supplements 24/7 over the course of a year. With paid holidays, vacations, and all that. Oh yeah, vacations and shit. See, that's why I said when you're an entrepreneur and shit, you know how to do your paperwork right. At 1099 is that goddamn report card that the kid bring home with straight A's. Boy, you need right. You about to milk that motherfucker every year, right? Get the meals back, get that transportation back, get that gas back, get you know. Since my crib is registered as a business and shit and a residential, you know, bam, I get they do cross split on the rent right there. So bam, I get to claim back motherfucking about like 15,000 right there off of rent proceeds back and shit. So bam, that's bread right there, you know. Office materials and shit like that, you know. Pens and paper, ink for the copying machines and shit, you know. Right, I need all that shit. Right, I might not use it all the time, but hey, you know that racks up on some shit. Right. Some of y'all gotta learn the tax codes and shit, man. Get y'all a motherfucking sharper. Right, get you a Sharpie. That's what you look for. Keyword Sharpies and shit. Look online for Sharpies. Right, them guys they know how to read between the lines on shit. Yeah. I know we didn't incorporate no audio inside of here yet. You know, this is a test build demo. You know, no. Yeah. Oh, but we're gonna have a lot of tracks coming across, right? A lot of shit that you ain't even heard yet. A lot of stuff you ain't even heard yet. Mm-hmm. We still got the bedroom. We still got bedroom playtimes coming out this summer. Don't worry, ladies. I got y'all. I got y'all the bedroom playtime tape. All right. Guaranteed to get you pregnant. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. When I drop it, I guarantee it. So you know, make sure you got somebody special around when it's on and shit. You know, right? I guarantee you gonna get pregnant off that. Right? You gonna create your memory and shit. I was on track 3. Oh. Right. Tell me he better make it to at least track 7. Right? If you start from track 1, you gotta at least make it to track 7 and shit. You know. Right? That's where sex tape comes on. Right. I know how y'all ladies be bouncing already when y'all hear that shit come on, know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, that's when y'all like to break loose and shit when that come on. Right. So, you know, he better be a strong warrior. Alright. His army better not deploy at all. Right. What lady say an hour minimum? Some of y'all like, nah, hell nah, that's too long. We got somebody said 3.5 minutes. Is that ample amount of time? That's one woman. She said 3.5 minutes. What other lady do we got? What time you say is an ample amount of time they get you? You know, I'm pretty sure it's longer than 3.5 minutes because you know that's not a lot of time to do a lot of shit really. That's just like lean forward, bow, 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 bow. You know, maybe grind a couple a little bit. You know, get some ramen just so you know, get it a little moist and shit, and then just bow, 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 bow. You know, just a straight repetition pace for like about a good minute and 15 seconds and shit. Then the breathing kicks in. You're just like, oh, fuck. Right. She just like, shit. I know you ain't ever dated a chick that just sits back and she just has her whole mixtape on her phone and shit that she just wants to get fucked to. I think every woman has that shit. She got that whole tape. It's like some old '90s shit, the slow R&B love songs and shit. Yeah, the old R&B love songs and shit, where the songs are like 5, 6 minutes and shit. Right? She wants you to go strong that whole motherfucking song, and then go to that slow ass fucking tempo that whole time and shit. That shit's like. Right, she wants you to sit there and just, yeah, oh, oh, right, like what the fuck, right? What they used to call it, smushing, right? You used to smush her and shit, right? The slow joint, right? It's like, goddamn, she already got like fucking 40 bodies on her and shit, right? I know she's built for a ride and shit, so why she acting like she just had a secondary like coming to the light and her shit just restored and went back to like it ain't ever been ever entered. Right. I did that woman like that. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, you're like the second one. But just looking, you'll be the first one to do. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, I'm sort of scared. You just gotta take your time, you know. I'm like, oh boy. I don't know, man. I don't know. It was all right. It was good. It was some good shit. Yeah, it was some good shit. Whew, boy, it was some good shit. That's why I said, yo, always looking for new, boy. Always looking for that new. Hey, who out there in the right? I'm saying, always looking for that new. Told you, hey, we got some of the baddest ones in my group, yo, in this nation, bro. I told you. Right, we got software analytics. We got feature, I guess. Well, we had one that came through, you know, right. She talking about she does science type shit. She didn't explain what kind of science she was in. I think she might be computer science. Could be data science, you know, like forensic analyst or something. I don't know. She hit me by the email and shit. Hit me with hit me on the thing saying, "Oh, I seen your resume." And when they did team up for collabs, yeah, we've been talking most of the day on Discord. Right, they about their business, so it's like shit, I'm with it. Right, I'm with it. They company wants something sort of like this. Right, they want some tech made and I'm with it. Right, they got to get that capital up. Right, security deposit. I need that right there. That's non-refundable up front. You're darn skippy. Then they got to sign. Right, they got to sign the NDA and they got to sign the contract. See, most people don't even know how to set up a contract or an NDA. That's what I'm saying, man. How y'all? Some of y'all supposed to operate in the capacity of a boss, and you don't even have your business properly set up. Right? Most of y'all saying y'all got y'all businesses and stuff set up, and you really don't. You got an EIN, right? If you got an EIN, why you ain't working off of it? Right? Why you ain't working off of it? They don't get it, man. They know little pieces and stuff by hearing, and they want to do the research themselves. And then most of the information is so buried that you gotta look time and time to try to find it. Right? And then a lot of people that do have it, they try to gatekeep and stuff like that. Man, information free, bro. We on one day, a steady repeat of a day. Man decided to give it a name, a time system and shit. It's the same fucking day on repeat, man. The sun go up, sun go down, sun go up, sun go down, sun go up, sun go down. Been doing the same shit for however many years, days that you've been amongst us in the land of the living and shit. Right, you see the sun go down and shit, and guess what? When you magically wake up and shit from your period of rest and shit, you notice that you were dead, right? You might say you weren't dead, you were in a state of death, you were in the closest point to death. Right? They said sleep, coma, and death. Right, factors in which you lose time. Right. Some of y'all give up time every single day. About good 6 to 8 hours every single day. And then wonder, damn, why can't I get ahead? Well, look how much time you done lost while everybody else was up grinding, putting this work in. Right, I always think in the middle of the night, shit, this is when the air is nice and cool, and radio signals and shit going off and all that. Right, I like to operate in these hours right here. Yeah. Especially for music and stuff like that. Right. You don't hear none of the sounds. The air is completely still. Nature sleep. No birds. There's nothing around here. Like when I tell you, like, yo, when I make a beat at night and shit, and I go outside and y'all wondering why the birds are chirping some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just hit the little, and you hear the birds just hit this pattern and joint. It's like, all right. I'll tell you, man. Tell you. Hey, somebody call it mental and shit. Just cause I'm in tune with some shit that you don't understand. It's all cool. It ain't nothing harmful. If you know how to dominate it. Yo, Grum, what up with you, bro? What you got going on? Oh, damn. Damn, somebody cut their hand open. Doing what? Earlier? The shit they were doing earlier? Damn. So you been sitting at the hospital the whole time and shit? For your niece or something? Niece, nephew? Damn. What was their mom at? Damn, she didn't even ride out there with you? Damn. Damn, you right. She really don't give shit about shit. Right, she had that. Hey man, shit. She must be in that old midlife crisis stage. She don't even give a fuck about her seeds and shit. Damn, man. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. I don't know how that. I don't know what to say in that situation and shit. Yeah. Hey, I don't know what to do in that situation. You gonna have to figure that one out, my boy. Shit. I wish one of my sisters would do some shit like that. Boy, I put boots straight up in ass. Shit, you get a little frivolous shit and just abandon your family and go off and just go out there and be a little hoe. Hell nah. Hell nah. Like, nah, none of them can do it. I'm the only one that can do it. See, I'm head of the house, so I can do it. Yeah, I'm head of my family and shit, see, so I can go out and do it. They encourage me to go out and do it. Right, because one of these chicks might just got that magic reverse grip technique, boy, and she might just milk that baby out of you, boy. Hey, shit, I don't never shoot none of them down. All I know is every time when they have that miscarriage and shit, you know, when that cycle kicks in and shit, hey, it just causes them to have depression, and then, you know, the relationship is downhill. It's basically none of this at that point. Right, so it's like lately, you know, I don't really put no kind of time or really effort into it and shit to pursue the relationship. I just let them know straight up, like, shit, shorty, you fine and shit. You got my senses, all that. We can have us a good time and shit, you know. I'm just trying to fuck every now and then and shit, you know. Right, I don't want to make this any more feeling involved in what it is and shit. I just want to fuck the shit out of you and shit from time to time. Right. And she cool with it and she don't get all feelings and shit like that, then shit, you know, it's all good. We could be in feelings and shit while we're like entering and shit, but besides that, like, nah. The fuck time ain't got time for all that lovey dovey old school love shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. She know what it is, shit. That's why she goes out to clubs and buildings and shit and she looking. Right, see, fellas, y'all forgot that women are always looking and shit. Always looking. She, from the moment her eyes done connected with you and shit, she done already formed her opinion and shit. Most of the time it might be like, right. But if she get that second look at you and look a little longer and shit, you know, hey, she might start seeing some shit. You don't want to let all them cracks be shown and shit, right? Come off like that Spartan right there. Alright, what happened to chivalry and shit? I like to end with chivalry too. I just know, bam, you play the chivalry route and shit, then it's gonna take you too long and somebody gonna swoop in and steal your hoe. Straight like that. They gonna come in and steal your bitch and shit. While you sitting there trying to talk and build up and be all friend status and shit like that and all that, yeah, at that point she gonna keep you in that goddamn friend zone. You ain't never getting the cheeks. She already started talking to another nigga and shit that's come off at a ratchet and shit. Right. Right, when you think you making headway and shit, nah, you moved up the best friend instead of into the bed. Right. I'm trying to move her into the bed and shit. Fuck all that friend shit. Right. Now, if you want to be friends when you feeling down and you want some dick and shit, hit your boy the fuck up. Right. You want a nigga to be beside you when you know on flow in town and shit? Chill with that nigga. Right, chill with that nigga. He got time for all that shit. Right. He might try and get a little nasty and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Hit me up when that thing right, girl. Right. I'm about to knock that shit right back on. Most of them get mad and shit. Take, bro, you knocked my cycle back on. It's your fault. What? Bitch, I ain't never knew I had that kind of power to make that shit come back on and shit. I be asking like, yo, is it too rough and shit? They be like, nah, you can honestly go a little harder. Like, okay, bitch, shit. I'm gonna try and put you through the fucking headboard now. Oh yeah, bro, that's what the headboard for and shit. Put their ass through that motherfucker. Cannon, right, bro? I got a move called the cannonball and shit. You aim her just like a cannonball and shit, dog. I even got a little helmet that you put on and shit, just in case her head does hit that shit. 9 out of 10, her head hits the thing. That's why the helmet's there. Yeah. Bro, I tell you, when I get the new house, I'm gonna put a swing up. Right, I'm gonna put a swing up in my somewhere in that bitch, bro. I'm gonna put a swing up and shit. Hmm. Bro, imagine a big girl on the swing. What's she gonna do? Where's she gonna go? Where's she going? She Man, she ain't gonna be able to run nowhere, bro. She gonna be in the air, just sitting there, just right, holding on to the rope and shit. She ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna make sure that shit is calibrated correctly and shit, right? So it don't fall from the ceiling and she fall bust her ass and shit. Hell nah. I'm gonna put her in a swing and leave her ass in that shit. Hell yeah. Every time I walk by and I just look and I'm like, God damn! Pa, 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 pa. Hey, bro, shit. I would put like a stool somewhere nearby and just use it so she can get done afterwards and shit. But I'd rather just keep you like that, and that way you're always just ready. I remember Black Snake Moan. How Samuel Jackson had the white girl tied up. He had her chained to the refrigerator and shit. That didn't stop her from getting the little boy. He said, "You want a beer, cigarette? You know, put some hair on your chest. Yeah, very special young lad. Experience what you experienced." He didn't know what happened to him. Mhm. Bro, you know how many motherfuckers nowadays say some shit like, damn, I wish that happened to me and shit until it actually happens. It's crazy, bro. I turn on the local news every day and shit, man. I'm seeing all these fucking like 30 to like 38-year-old fucking teachers and shit, female teachers, bro, from all these school systems getting busted for fucking with like fucking 14 to 16-year-olds and shit. And it's like, damn, bitch, where you dating that profile at? Know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, right? Where you dating that profile at? Like, shit. Right, I need to be informed before you got caught, bitch. Shit, we could have been kicking in shit, right? What you need young stud for, bitch? I give you the same shit. Right, see? I got more control of my body. Right, I got more control of my body. Shit, I'm gonna wear you out. Like 4 flats on a caddy, shorty. Hell yeah, then we gonna take that bitch for an oil change and we gonna get right back to it. Right. She better have that shit that bounce back right. You ain't never been with a shorty that had that bounce back right. Whoo! Boy, I'm telling you. That's that shit that you just hit right there, boy. That shit start farting, motherfucking farting and all kinds of shit. Right, you go ahead and you wear it out and shit, and then you just wake up in the morning and it's just right there looking like it's never even been touched and shit. Right, you know what I'm saying? She done went in, did all that little makeup repair that she had to do and shit, and got it all back nice and pretty and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then came back and you wake up in the morning and it's just right there, like fresh breakfast right there. Hey, sometimes it's good to have dessert before you have the main meal, shit. That's what usually motivates her ass to get the fuck up and cook the meal, you feel me? Right. I told you I like a whole spread. That mean, bitch, get your ass the fuck up after I go ahead and get my dessert and shit, you know? Get your ass the fuck up feeling all nice and relaxed and shit, you know, and get in that kitchen and make that food and shit, right? You know, get her all hyped up. I'm gonna sit back and take me a nap, you know what I'm saying? I'm full for the moment. Right, you know. Now when I wake up and she makes that food, you know, shit. She might well just put that plate inside the fridge, cause when she make that meal, you know, I'm be smelling it. Right. She looking all sexy over there cooking and shit, you know. I might just put on the washing machine since it's right there in the kitchen, you know, turn that motherfucker on and right, you know, shit, shorty. I eat that food when I get done and shit, you know, right. I didn't beat it before I got out of the bed, so you know, bam, I'm a little behind on schedule right now, you know. I know. Each time you make sure she go take a bath and shit. Hell yeah. I can't lift my legs. Well, shit, hobble your ass in there, go get freshened up and shit, right? You know, always present it to me in the best state of it, right? Now, if you're in the bedroom and shit, it's a different story, you know, right? You know, I already done got the, I already done got it bashed in the air and shit, you know. It's sort of like my own personal weed at that point where I just turn over and just go back into a sleep coma and shit, you know, right? Heck yeah. Or try to at least get up and shit. You know, when I get up, I change all the sheets, the linen, all that shit, right? She just can't come back to bed when she's up. Hell no. I ain't giving her laziness and shit. That ain't no excuse. Get your ass the fuck up and provide. Right. I used to have one, you know, she stayed with me and shit, you know, we were engaged and all that, and, you know, I'm in here doing my software work and shit. I was down all season between, like, on the road and shit, you know. Oh, I miss you, you never here, and I swear you're out fucking everything and shit and all that. And, you know, like, shit, she was sort of right, you know, like, that summer I had bust like 40 chicks and shit, you know. Right, like 13, 14 with like other trucker females and shit, right? Hey, them trucker females, bro, she on the road just like you, driving about a good fucking 10 or 11 hours a day, you know, right? She ain't got time to get out there and date, so, you know, you usually link up at the truck stop and shit, go in there, grab you some coffee, replenish up your truck and shit, you know, toiletry items and shit like that. And then, you know, you just sitting there rapping at the little diner bar and shit, right? She looking and she like, oh, you know, right. She already give you the signs and shit, talking about, you know, I got my cab out there and shit, right? She's already letting me know that I can come to her cab, so I already know what the plan is, right? I be like, well, shit, you know, I don't even need the cab, shorty. Shit, I'm parked for about a day and shit. My truck got to go into maintenance and shit. You know, I got a room. Right, fuck going to your cab and fucking that up. Right, we got a whole room. We got some privacy now. Oh yeah, I'm about to wear you fucking raggedy. Right, I'm telling the little staff and shit, yo, I need extra towels and shit. Right, I need extra towels. I'm about to tip the motherfucker to come to the door and run and shit. Right. Yo, I need like 3 boxes of the condoms, bro. Just like go grab whatever ones, big ones and shit, dog. Don't play me on no small shit. Hey, I done paid somebody to go shit. That chick was wild with it, boy. She said she ain't been touched in like 9 months at that point. I was on the road for about like a good 4 at this time. I was like, shit. I know how you feel, girl. Shit. I wanted to know how she felt. I found out. Shit. Ooh, boy. Mm, mm. I used to call her Raspberry, boy. I met her a couple times on the road, boy. Right. Raspberry pie, boy. Then I had this other chick. She was a little Puerto Rican shit. She was called Pito. Pinto, Pia or some shit. However, shit was spelled, you know. Right. Man, that chick was crazy, dog. She used to be able to do tricks and shit. She could spin on your shit. Literally spin on your shit. Woo, boy. Mm, mm, mm. My bad shit, I'm told you, man. Shit, you might as you mixing that gas, boy, with some good times and shit, boy. Have you just going on a deja vu trip like shit? Whoo. Mm. Had another shorty and shit. She told me she tastes like tapioca and a lot of shit. She tastes like oatmeal with maple syrup. Whoo, boy. Little petite shorty too. I was like, what? Right. Somebody else told me Starburst and shit, and was like, nah, you definitely ain't no Starburst, bitch. You sour as shit. Alright, you sour as shit. I hit her with like a green apple pack and shit. You know, little joints you get at Red Light District. Yeah. She was shy anyway. Right, little shy thing, you know what I'm saying? Little shy shit. She kept going like this the whole time, like trying to push my head away and shit. Right, she didn't know how to control it and shit. Right. She already kept telling me and shit, oh, I never had a guy do this to me before. And you know, and I don't think I'm ready and stuff like that. Like, what? Right. I'm like, okay. Mm-mm. I don't know. She was trying to crime the fucking headboard, I'll tell you that. Right. She said, oh, no, 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 no. No, you gotta stop. Let me sit on your face and shit. I'm like, nah, bitch, we can't do that. Right. I couldn't do that. You gotta understand the chick was like already 380, bro. Right. So she could have literally suffocated me, and I would have had no way to push this bitch the fuck off me and shit, because she would have been right here all on my shit. Right. How the fuck I'm gonna push her off, especially if she falls down on my shit, not my window. Right. Some people don't think about shit like that. I did. I know when she popped down and she tried to get on my motherfucking pelvis and shit, and I felt that motherfucking shit was like, oh, I knew it wasn't it. I knew it wasn't it. It was like, nah. Mm-mm. Yeah, but everybody tune into the stream, you know what I'm saying? This is one of our projects right here, you know. You can study, see where we're sitting at the top. At the tower that we done built, you know, we done gave ourselves money and stuff just to you know, pre-demo, but we did start off the initial couple blocks to where we implemented a strategy, the current initial funding, you know. Right, because this right here definitely gonna make you think. Your first initial moves definitely are on there, and we also have a leaderboard system inside the Discord, so you can track your progress against other people, and when you can also play with other people. Right, so your designs here that you have can stack with other people the way that we're looking forward to try and integrate it. Uh, I know everything right now is looking at one color type block, but it's just for this build right here. We're working on color palette, custom color palette. We don't want to really use anything that's on the market and stuff like that. That way we just have it inside of our toolkit for further advancement and development down the road and stuff. You know, yeah, y'all know how it is, man. Yeah, stay tuned, man.